What's going on, people of the TheiKing, SWD and Mod Division community, as well as anyone else who watches this video for whatever reason? My name is Adam. Most of you know me as the TheiKing, and over the past few months I have become victim of cyberbullying and harassment at the hands of a Minecraft modding group known as the SWD Team, also known as the people behind the Dalek Mod. Now, let me start off by saying that I never wanted to make this video. I have put it off as long as I possibly could, but things are escalating beyond the point of being able to simply ignore the people responsible. I do not care what people have to say about me personally. You can insult me, you can make jokes about me, hell, you can even throw a punch at me and I won't care. But when my family and our expectation of privacy and safety is put in jeopardy because of people I am associated with on the internet, I need to take action. Please let me state that this will not be a video where I blatantly sling insults. I am simply going to explain what has been going on, show evidence, and let you guys in the various communities make a conclusion based on the facts provided, whatever that conclusion may be. Now, excuse the noise, I don't have alone time, So this nonsense came to my attention back in February when the SWD team had published a video where they just stated my full name within the first 20 seconds of the video. They were able to find my name after they searched the internet for a while and stumbled upon a stupid game thing I worked on about 7 years ago when I was still a young, naive kid in high school. I was completely shocked that they would go as far as to actually do something like that. I thought that whatever our differences related to our projects were, they would never go so low as to actually bring personal information into the dispute. But they did, and that left me no choice but to confront them, the response of which was that they did not think they had done anything wrong and that it was a simple, innocent joke. I don't know how any of you out there on the internet were raised, but I was always brought up to respect the privacy of others regarding what may amuse you. I then had to get YouTube involved to get the offending material taken down. After I submitted the claim, the SWD edited the section of the video where my name was mentioned. I thought that this would, I thought that this would thankfully be the last of it, but I was clearly wrong. On February 23rd, 2015, the SWD member known as Natalie Katari Rainbow something or whatever sent me a contact request. My first instinct was to say, oh boy, this can't be good, and ignore the contact request altogether. But I did not, and I accepted the contact request of someone who once asked me for graphic design advice, and upon not liking what I said, she claimed that I was the reason she wanted to slit her wrists. I did not have very high expectations for this exchange, but upon hearing what this person had to say, I let my guard down a little bit. Katari had claimed that 1WTC and Red Dash had lost interest in both Doctor Who and Minecraft, which meant that they were leaving Katari in charge of the project while they developed other things. She claimed that she did not want any drama and that things would be different from there on in. She claimed that things this year would be clean and that her previous attacks against me were because of peer pressure. I didn't take much stock in what she had to say at the time, and I took it with a grain of salt, but I certainly did hope that what she was saying would be true. But it wasn't. Before I get into the most serious and most disturbing part of all, I do have to point out that even before she sent me this message of peace, Katari used one of her accounts, NateNags99, with the new Minecraft name change system to change the name of the account to TheiKing's SWD and go into servers to say that Dr. Climate is dead. They claimed that development of Dr. Climate was being terminated and that everyone should just use Dalek Mod instead. Several people in the Dalek Mod community reported this information to me because they didn't know what the hell was going on because they're fans of both mods. These people will not be mentioned by name because I do not want them to be subjected to the prejudice and mistreatment that would befall them if SWD knew who they were. As you can see on the screen right now, because I'll be editing this later, I'm showing the proof that Katari used her NateNags99 account to change the name to TheiKing's SWD. Clearly not the actions of someone who wanted to start fresh. Now, on to the most serious of things. Over the course of the past 2 months, the SWD team especially Qatari and Red Dash, have been taking their harassment to extraordinary new heights. They have not only done some very bizarre and rather uncreative things with my full name, but then they discovered my previous address, and what they did with that information is why I'm making this video right now. A user on the TheiKing's SGC forums had created an account to spam my name and previous address information for the entire world to see on threads. Keep in mind that they believed this address to be my current place of residence, and they still went on to post that wherever they could. After I caught on to what was going on, I promptly removed the offending threads from public view. This user then posted on the public chat box, "What took you so long?" The user was clearly trying to bait me into doing something rash. After I banned the user, I discovered that they had PM'd a bunch of forum members with the information. I had to quickly delete several of the PMs and threads in an attempt to preserve whatever privacy I had left. Thanks to the wonderful use of proxies, this user kept coming on back with accounts that were created or registered months ago. We now know this mysterious forum member to be Qatari, thanks to evidence provided by several Dalek Mod community members, as you're seeing right now. Also, there's that thing. Just as an additional piece of information, on April 1st, we released a game as a joke, because it was April Fool's Day, in which users were able to use any username to join a multiplayer environment. As isteinvids was going through the files, he discovered that a user had repeatedly joined under different slanderous and accusatory names. However, we did not log the IP addresses nor the time when the user joined. However, given the phrases the mysterious user chose as a username, which is my name and previous address, it can be inferred that it was Qatari, Red Dash, or even both, they've already been proven to know this information and 100% willing to exploit it and share it with the world. Granted, a separate person could have been responsible for the incident. However, yeah, it wouldn't have been possible if the SWD had not been spreading this information anywhere in the first place. It couldn't have happened then. That being said, given the information contained in the usernames and the people who knew this information, it's just too coincidental for me not to draw this conclusion, especially when they had already repeatedly exploited this very information. With the actions they have taken in their whitelisted servers hidden away from the public eye, they thought that no one would ever see the behavior they are displaying in an attempt to, piss me off, amuse themselves by sharing my private information that could potentially lead to harm coming to my family. I don't know what kind of people would do something like that. I don't fear them for myself. You can make fun of my name all you want, but there is a line that gets crossed when you put my family in jeopardy. My little brother is 14 years old, and my parents are in their mid-50s. They do not deserve to have to deal with all of this simply because of a few immature individuals with a grudge that decide they want to attack me. That is just painfully unacceptable. So, all of this brings me back to why I'm making this video, and why I revealed my appearance on the TheiKing's SGC forums a few days ago. The only way to beat people who take enjoyment out of inflicting harm to others is to take away their power, and I am revealing myself and bearing my heart out to all of you in an attempt to strip SWD of the power that they have over me with this information that they have been abusing. If this situation continues to escalate, I will have no choice but to get the authorities involved, which I do not want to do. I still believe this situation can be resolved peacefully, but I have to do what I have to do to prevent this from getting any worse. It is just my hope that people can now make their observations based on the evidence I have shown here and make their conclusions the way they see fit, regardless of anything that's gone on with features of the Dalek Mod versus Dr. Mod. That's not what this is about. This is about them attacking me and my family personally. Most importantly, I hope that by explaining my experience with these cyberbullies, it will help others who are enduring the same nonsense to be able to stand up to their assailants and knock them off their friggin' pedestals. Whatever anyone out there thinks about me, or however absurdly long the Dr. Mod takes to come out, I just hope that people can see these cyberbullies for what they are. Cyberbullying is the use of information technology to repeatedly harm or harass other people in a deliberate manner. I truly believe my experiences are pretty much the definition of that perfectly. Yeah, that's a weird TV. Anyways, thank you for taking the time to listen to this. I know there will be an unimaginable amount of backlash from this video and thread, but I just couldn't keep this in anymore. These experiences were becoming demoralizing, soul-crushing, and I just had to let them out before more harm could come to myself and my family, even the Dr. Klein mod, because what they've been doing with the features, they've named a new series of videos on there directly after one of mine. They've been... I don't want to get into that. I just hope that whoever lives at my old house doesn't get anything too weird in the mail now that that information is out of their own wild because of these people. That could have been my address. That could have been my family's. And this is this is a Minecraft mod. What kind of people do this sort of shit over a Minecraft mod? Stealing features, concepts, all that shit, that's nothing compared to putting human beings in jeopardy. There's just simply no words that I have left other than... I literally have no more words left, so that's probably where I'm going to end it. Just draw your conclusions based on whatever evidence here, and yeah. Adam, the TheiKing, whatever my name is, because it's all out there in the open now. Talk to y'all in the next video. Roll the non-outro.